Dubai is set to exceed its 7% clean energy target for 2020 and aims to become the city with the lowest carbon footprint in the world by the year 2050. Sustainability and renewable energy has been the focus of this year's WETEX, which wrapped up earlier. Rory McCarthy is Chief Commercial Officer at Yellow Door Energy, who are providers of lease-to-own solar power and energy efficiency solutions. He's with us here in the studio. Rory, great to have you with us.
Thank you, Greg.
Of course, direct from WETEX. And your company's heavily involved, obviously, in solar leasing. What does that mean, and how can it help us go green?
Okay, so a lot of people expect governments to lead the initiatives of green and going sustainable, and everyone at WETEX was talking about sustainability, which is wonderful to see. But also the private sector plays a large role, and what we do at Yellow Door Energy, we focus on providing commercial and industrial businesses with the opportunity to reduce their carbon footprint, reduce their actual overhead costs when it comes to electricity by taking control of their electricity generation. And we invest in their assets and provide that for them with no capital cost.
So experts were gathered this week at WETEX. Do the great minds of energy and sustainability actually make a difference, and will that lead things to the future?
I think undoubtedly we're at a point of change where everyone is responsible and everyone is taking that initiative. What really impressed me about WETEX was the amount of youth education that's happening and the focus that people were providing on the focus on electric vehicles. People were looking at hydrogen, people are looking heavily at solar, people are looking at saving water, reducing their carbon footprint. That's a big change, and I think Dubai has really led that initiative, certainly with the Shams initiative that was opened 4 years ago. And I think businesses are building on that, and businesses are looking at that, and businesses are focused on trying to control their carbon footprint.
So what would you say then is the potential of solar power of the future?
I think given the fact that the amount of sunshine hours that we enjoy in the region, throughout the Middle East and MENA region generally, is more than double what it is in Europe, it's substantial. And the amount of usable land that we have available as well, not just to generate electricity, but in the future to transport electricity, is also a significant opportunity.
What kind of response have you had at this year's WETEX, particularly from companies related to this leasing that you're doing with solar power?
So a lot of companies look at if they want to actually invest themselves and actually invest in their own assets, spend several $1 million potentially depending on the size of their factory or their operation, or actually outsource it to someone like us to do it for them. The advantage, of course, is a solar lease is a long-term project. It's a bit like having a mortgage, Greg. It can last for 20 years. You want to make sure that your partner is well backed. And as Yellow Door Energy is well backed, we have strong shareholders, including Apicorp, including IFC Corporation, and including Mitsui. We have a strong capital base to be able to fund that kind of investment and give those savings to the customers.
A lot of reports out at the moment giving positive reflections on solar power, and it really is, they say, making a difference. In your opinion, is that the case, or is it still a long road to go down?
No, I believe it's making a big difference now, because the efficiency of the panels has increased drastically if I look at what it was, say, 10 years ago, and also the cost of the investment has come down, which has made it more effective. There's pressure on competing with fossil fuels to generate power, and you shouldn't need to burn fuel to generate power.
All right, we'll leave it there, but Rory McCarthy, appreciate you coming in. Thanks a lot.
Great pleasure. Thank you very much, Greg.